A very good evening from the newsroom for the news for this Tuesday evening. Payments to compensate victims of the Lamizé water pollution incident will be done during the month of June. Around 1,400 inhabitants from Lamizé and Petit Barbaran were affected by the water pollution during the construction of Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan's palace in 2010.
The first compensation for Lamizé and Petit Barbaran residents affected by polluted water during the construction of Sheikh Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan's palace in 2010 was paid in 2011, whereby each home affected received 250,000 rupees each. The first portion of payment from the second compensation that came from the government's budget this time was paid in 2020. The Principal Secretary for Finance, Astrid Tamatav, says that the second portion of that compensation will now be paid before the end of June.
We are in the process of finalizing the necessary document to make the second and final payment for people who were paid the Lamizé compensation in 2020. We will be in the district on the 8th of June to collect information for people who have changed their name, who have changed their banking details, for us to make the necessary amendments with our records. For the peoples with no changes in their names and who have passed away or changed in their banking details, we expect to make the first batch of payment by the 19th of June, and then all the others will be paid following that date. We have a total of 38,632,500 rupees to pay as compensation claims in this batch of payment.
A total of nearly 76 million rupees will be paid from the government's budget for this second compensation.
President Wavel Ramkalawan has told a meeting of South Korean and African leaders that small island states have a lot to offer to boost cooperation between South Korea and the continent. The president also highlighted Seychelles' strong commitment towards enhancing relations in various fields with Korea. He said Seychelles is committed to deepening cooperation with Korea in areas such as climate change adaptation, environmental protection, and the blue economy. The meeting was opened today by the South Korean president, who proposed shared growth as a pillar of cooperation with the continent. President Ramkalawan is expected to meet the South Korean president tomorrow. A Chinese delegation, which includes Cai Dafeng, the vice chairman of the Chinese Standing Committee of the National People's Congress, paid a visit to Vice President Ahmed Afif at State House this morning. The delegation also paid a visit to the National Assembly, where they met with Speaker Roger Mossienne, Deputy Speaker Gervais Henry, the leader of the opposition Sébastien Pillet, the leader of government business Bernard Georges, and the clerk and deputy clerk Tanya Isaac and Alexandria Faure. Tomorrow is World Environment Day, which has as theme land restoration, desertification, and drought resilience, which focuses on land restoration, halting desertification, and building drought resilience. In his message for this occasion, the minister responsible for the environment, Flavien Joubert, has said that the ministry is organizing an exhibition at Camion Hall to highlight its efforts and those of its partners in tackling environmental issues such as land degradation, droughts, and forest fires. Additionally, tree planting activities will be held with various schools nationwide. The ministry is also collaborating with the Ministry of Education and DICT to launch the annual science fair, showcasing innovative ideas and projects developed by students. Minister Joubert has said that it is through their creativity and ingenuity that we can find new solutions to combat climate change and protect our environment. He says we should continue to inspire, innovate, and lead the way towards a brighter, more sustainable future for our land and our children's future. Minister Joubert ends his message saying that we should remember that the environment is the foundation of our livelihood. Without it, nothing, including our existence, would be possible. La rue de la Possession, formerly known as Francis Rachel Street, will have two-way traffic as of Monday, the 10th of June. This was the case before 2014. And then the street was turned into a double lane, both heading into town from the south up till now. The Ministry for Transport says this is a 7-day trial to see if the change reduces the traffic congestion in town. The Ministry of Health has introduced a new, more effective pap smear method, a gynecological examination which consists of taking cells from the cervix to detect the possibility of cancer. This method is considered more effective and more comfortable. Laboratory technicians will, with this technique, be able to perform their tests better and obtain more precise results. Although the process stays the same, the difference is now in the equipment being used. The head of the Sexual and Reproductive Health Program has highlighted the need for the ministry to stay up to date with the development of new technologies. This technique is part of a project which will cost around 1 million rupees, particularly for the purchase of the accessories. And with this, we end this news summary. We'll be back at 8 with the news in Creole. Have a very pleasant evening.